हेलो क्लास। आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे टॉर्शन ऑफ सर्कुलर शाफ्ट। सो टॉर्शन refers to the twisting of a straight bar when it is loaded by torques that tend to produce rotation about the longitudinal axis of the bar. Because of this twisting, shear stress and shear strain induced in the material. Okay. Now the pure torsion. When a member is said to be pure torsion when its cross section are subjected to only torsional moment. That means इसके ऊपर कोई भी एक्शियल फोर्स या फिर बेंडिंग मोमेंट एक्ट नहीं होगा, कोई भी एक्शियल फोर्स और बेंडिंग मोमेंट एक्ट नहीं होगा, तो वो क्या कहलाएगा अपना प्योर टॉर्शन. Here is two forces P1 and P2 which is acting from the central axis. Distance is equal D1 and D2, so it will produce a torque of T1 and T2. T1 is P1 D1 and T2 is P2 D2. Now shear stress produced in circular shaft subjected to torsion. Now here is the derivation. First पहले डेरिवेशन सॉल्व करने से पहले हम इसके कुछ assumptions देख लेते हैं. Here are some assumptions made in the derivation of shear stress. So first is the material of the shaft is uniform. जो मटेरियल होगा शाफ्ट का वो एक जैसा होगा. ट्विस्ट अलोंग द शाफ्ट, जो भी ट्विस्टिंग होगी वो भी यूनिफॉर्म होगी. शाफ्ट इज यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर सेक्शन. क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ दिस शाफ्ट which are plane before twist remain plane after twist. That means do not warp. Stress do not exceed the proportional limit. This is the assumptions for the derivation or in the torsion of shaft. Now here, suppose here a shaft, this is the outer surface of the shaft. We consider a line CD on outer surface of the shaft. It is a circular shaft. Its radius is R, which is fixed at AA in period BB. Now torque T is applied on the pre-end, and after applied torque the line CD will distorted to CD dash, or angle is produced on the circular which is DD dash. Which is DD dash. Here is radius OD, and OD dash is the same because of the radius of the circle. Now R is radius of the shaft, L is length of the shaft, T torque applied at the free end, tau shear stress induced at the surface of the shaft, C modulus of rigidity of the material of the shaft, phi is the angle equal to shear strain is called shear strain, and this is called angle of twist. Theta is angle of twist. Okay. Now shear strain at outer surface, that means distortion per unit length. Now the distortion at the outer surface, that means distortion कितना होगा d2 d dash. Here is fixed, so there is no distortion at this end, so distortion dd dash 2 divided by L. Now dd dash divided by L, and also this is equals to 10 pi. This is phi, this is perpendicular and this is base, so 10 phi equals to perpendicular upon base, so 10 phi, and this phi is too small, so we written as 10 phi equal to phi. Okay. Now from the circular from the circular arc. This is arc DD dash, which is equals to r into theta. Okay, this angle equals to arc upon radius. So arc is radius into angle. So dt dash equals to r theta. This is dt dash equals to r theta. Now shear strain is dt dash is r theta. So we will put here. So here r theta by L. Now we know the modulus of rigidity according to Hooke's law. Shear stress induced divided by shear stress produced. So shear stress is tau and shear strain, that is shear strain not stress, that is shear strain, this is shear strain. So tau divided by r theta by L. So tau by r equals to c theta by L. Now here c theta and L are constant. So tau is directly proportional to r. That means variation of shear stress is linear and is maximum at the outer surface. Maximum at the outer surface. Now we consider q at a distance small r from the center. Then tau by r equals to q by r. So here we can write tau by r equals to c theta by L equals to q by r. Okay, and the shear stress is maximum at the outer surface because shear stress is directly proportional to r. The variation is linear. Now maximum torque transmitted by circular solid shaft. Here we are seeing here tau by r equals to c theta by L. Now tau is the maximum shear stress induced at the outer surface and r is the radius of shaft, and we consider q shear stress at a radius. So we consider an element at a distance small r and the area of the ring is dA. This ring is area of dA. So here first we know q equals to tau by r dot r. Now the shear force here is shear stress acting, that means some force are there, so shear force is q into dA. So tau in dot r by r into, this is dA. From here we solve here tau by r into r dA. Now the turning moment is force into the distance of the ring from axis, so into में r. So here is a force into r, so which is equals to turning moment. Now tau by r square dA. Here we integrate from 0 to r for the total turning moment. So tau, then tau by r square dA here is called as polar moment of inertia tau by r dot tau. Okay, so J is polar moment of inertia, which is for the circular is equals to pi by 32 d to the power 4. Now we consider a circular shaft for that case. So here dA is 2 pi r dr. So 2 pi r square dr. We put here dA value and q value. So it will give tau by r into 2 pi r square dr. Now for the turning moment due to turning force, this is turning force dt equals to turning force on the ring and the distance of the ring from axis. So we put here and the distance from the axis. So tau pi r into 2 pi r cube dr. So we put 0 to r for the total turning moment and integrate this term. So all these are constant. So integrate r cube, it will give r to the power 4 by 4. So we will put r to the power d by 2. So it will give pi by r pi by tau by r dot pi by 32 d to the power 4. This is polar moment of inertia for the circular section. Okay, this equation is also known as torsional equation, which is similar as bending equation. Here m by I equals to E by r equals to sigma by y. Okay, here's the assumption. Now in the next class we see the total torsion in hollow circular section and some numerical problems. Thank you.